Racing is something that everyone can enjoy, I feel like. Whether you like foot racing, or car racing, or in this case, boat racing, it's something that everyone can enjoy. And that's why in today's video, we will be starting my very large project of building an entire Formula 1 track in my public modded server. Well, I hope you liked that intro. It's been a while since I've edited one, and that was a lot of fun. But welcome everyone to episode 4, of the CordCraft, whatever, modded server thing. And we will get started on this exact track without all the decorations. Just the ice is the first goal here. And we're going to put it down in the server here, and I'll show you what it looks like in a second. But I just wanted to show you the absolute size of this track, because I didn't want to make a boat racing track that you were like going slow the entire time on. Like, this is so much more fun. I know it's probably gonna lag the server, or you're gonna lag while you're playing it on the server, but we'll figure something out. You know, we might kick everybody who's not racing just for like the race day or something. Anyway, yeah, I have Axiom, so that's why I can fly really fast. This thing is huge. It's over 1,000 blocks long. It looks amazing from the sky too. So from here to here's over 1,000. This is the ice thing that I copied into a schematic, and I put it on the server. And here we go on the server. You can see the schematic out there. Oh yeah, I've gotten some new things. I'll tell you about those later. If we zoom out, I've discovered where the track is. This is the bottom corner of the schematic. This is the top corner, and it expands all the way down here. The only claim that it crosses is possibly this one. I've tried to make it to where it doesn't cross any claims, so that once I have it done, I can just claim it with server stuff, and it won't bother anyone. See? There it is. This is the top, what is this, right hand corner, yeah. I'm thinking I do it one block above the ice, just so like where there is ice, I can have easy place. But then when there isn't ice, it's gonna be kind of hard to place. That's not really my problem right now though. We'll figure that out as we get there. But let's show all the updates. I'm gonna show you all my updates to gear and everything before we get started with this. I don't know how interesting it's gonna be, because I'm just gonna be mining ice and placing it. But hopefully we can arrange a meeting with the boat racing club, because I did organize that today. There isn't really anything new from last time. Elytra, my gear's breaking because I had to kill the ender dragon for enough money to buy all this stuff. Yeah, that's actually it. So let's see if I can organize a meeting with the boat racing club. So the meeting, I just didn't put one together because I was a little bit lazy. I do have this. I think the anvil all got used up by someone, probably. Dispenser had no paper. Oh yeah, somebody took it all. Interesting. But I have a little bit of a what do you want to call this? An interest barrel for names of people that are interested. And I also put out an interest thing in the Discord. So there's about I don't know, what is this? 18, 19 plus 20 people that are interested. So because of that, I have altered the plan of action here. Now, I would like to get a race going pretty soon, just to like let people know what's going on and what to expect. Oh, that is not where I'm supposed to go. What just happened? But this racetrack is going to take a really long time. So I might design a small little one, and we'll do something with that. But to do that, I need to get ice, and this pickaxe has mending, and you know, as you break blocks, your durability goes down, and with experience, you can repair your tools. So I need to build an experience farm. I think I have everything I need. I can just use the design that I had way back in a long time ago when I built one on my single player world, and I'm gonna put it all the way over here because it's loud and I really don't want to hear it. Also, I got a mailbox. It's not working yet, but there is a mailbox. And then once we have this experience farm thing built, then we can go ice mining and start work on a smaller track, while we also have that big one that we can just work on when I'm not really too busy with anything else. So that's the goal for today. Get XP farm and then start work or finish work on a small little track that we can put up for people. Let's get started with this experience farm. I need two sets of 3 different things. We need deployers. I'm gonna add this to my list. It's A, right? Click on it. A. We need drills, and we need fans. These those are the 3 utility blocks that we'll be using, as well as smart chutes, and I think that's it. Oh no, we'll need some funnels too, just for the back of the deployers to get the experience out, and we'll need a disenchanter, we'll need some tanks, we'll need some pumps, and you know, we'll just figure this out as we go. I will need lava, I will need soul campfires, probably 2 sets of each of soul campfires. We'll just keep a list of items over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and gather up the items, and then I'll run you through the mechanics of the farm on how this works. So I came over here to get some some materials for the crate mod stuff, like I need these guys. Oh, these are out of stock. No! Who took them all? Oh, somebody bought out everything. Great. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to make my own stuff. It's not too hard. Please say there's at least... Okay, there's at least some of this. I'm gonna buy this before anyone else can. No, it's not that. I'm gonna buy it all. Out of stock. Wait, what? Oh, there's 25 in there. I'm stupid. Out of stock, out of stock. All of this is out of stock. Okay. Anyway, that's not the reason I came here to show you this. It's this. Save the economy. Okay, if you don't get this, abolish creative vendors. So there's these vendors in this area of spawn and in here that you can buy infinite amount of stuff from, like iron, bestseller, and they have an infinite amount, and it's through the spawn. It's basically through me, but it's through spawn. Where does this go? Oh, nowhere yet. And it's a little piece of propaganda to get the creative vendors removed, which I think is kind of funny. Okay, now I actually have to figure out where I can get some stuff, or I'll just make it myself. I know there's a few create mods shops, like, you know, but they're all out of stock. When I build my shop, it is going to be stocked. I am not going to be one of these people that doesn't stock their shop before they put it up. Is this another one? This one has nothing. You know what we'll have to do? Guys, you know what we'll have to do? We'll have to go check my favorite shop. The best shop in Spawn, in my opinion. Okay, maybe not the best shop, but one of my favorites. One of the most variety. This one has the most variety of all the shops. I can say that. Okay, that's all empty. Iron out, gold out of stock, lapis, block of experience. All of this stuff is out of stock. How wonderful. Okay, never mind. We're going back home to start crafting our own stuff because no one has any. And there we have it. That took actually not that long. I did that pretty quickly. Usually it takes me a long time to build these like little farm things. Like that one didn't take me too long, but you know, I remembered how to do this. I don't know why there's cobblestone. I put the filters right. So yeah, these should all be infested, or stone, and then all of these should be infested. So I don't know why there's cobblestone. There shouldn't be. Oh, there's quite a bit of cobblestone. I'll fix that later. I'll figure it out. But I just wanted to show you this while we get started with what's next. So you see this area? Where do we want to do this? I would love to have this off my beach, just by my house. This will be my little track, my little like practice track. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build a practice track here. I'll show you the layout, and then we'll get to decorating, and we will get started with that since this is working. But I did promise I would explain this, so let's go from top to bottom for those of you who are unaware. If you would like probably a more detailed explanation, I have a whole video on this somewhere on my channel, probably from like 8 months ago when I was really big into this. So at the top we have a stone generator generating stone. The stone goes into these 2 chutes. There's a chute underneath the drills to catch it, as well as underneath where it gets broken. This then falls down to here where it gets turned into stone, and then only the stone gets to go through here. And once the stone lands here, it gets haunted by this. Haunted stone then lands here in the deployers, and the deployers deploy it over here with the drills, and the drills break it, and out comes a silverfish. And when the silverfish gets hit, it flies over here and dies on the soul campfires. And because the deployer got a kill, it gets an experience, what are these called? Orb, I guess. And then the orb travels along here, gets disenchanted here, turns into liquid, and stored in this tank. And that is just how it works. I mean, it's pretty simple if you know what you're doing. I would love to figure out why. I guess every time that the stone gets broken, it breaks out into a stone block. I don't remember that happening, but it seems like there's some blocks that are not infested stone somehow getting into the system. I'll have to figure that out, but I think I have enough ice to get started on this track. We're gonna do that right now because I don't want to do another cut, because that means another recording setup. All right, we'll do the starting line. Starting line most of the time is usually straight, right? You think about a starting line, you think straight. I will put some the create mod contraption, whatever, something in here so that we can get an actual starting line where, you know, 3, 2, 1, and it drops it. All right, what is this? 5 wide. We'll stick with 5 wide, yeah, and then we'll have it come this way. So this is good practice for how difficult it's gonna be to build the big track, because I know I'm gonna be falling off a lot. All right, you know what? I'll build a few turns and then come back to you, because this is really slow and I don't know how I'm supposed to make this interesting. Okay, here we, oh, that's the wrong buttons on my keyboard. Anyway, here we go. Let me just, okay, there's the sky view on the map, and we'll go over here and I'll show you the view from flying in. So this is the little track so far. I'm thinking that some of this is gonna be difficult, and I don't really want to build walls right now, so I'll probably just do some sort of concrete on the edge, because you know boats go slow when they touch normal blocks. Like let me give you an example here. Let's say we had some cobble on the edge like that. Now when we have a boat, let's say we're driving in our boat, oh no, we came to the edge. Okay, it slows us down enough to where we can get back on, right? And then we can work on our turns. Like, oh, that was clean. You see, I think it has enough to where you're not going to just be holding down go the whole time, versus on the big track is gonna have a bunch of like places where you can hold down. Now I was working on this turn and I think I'm gonna try and make it sharp. I don't know if I should make it sharper or keep it like this and then have this come around in here. We'll see. It doesn't take me long to do this. It's pretty mindless activity as well. You just make a bridge around and then connect it up and do everything. But I'm gonna get back to that, and I just wanted to do a little progress update so you guys can see how much ice do I have left. I probably need to go get some more soon. I get it from one of these islands. Yeah, this one right here. I'm chopping that whole thing down. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now. So I'll get back to it. All right, before I show you this next section, I just wanted to show you two mods that I do have installed on my client to make boat racing just that slight bit even more better. So I have boat cam and boat HUD. This is the one that keeps the camera in line with the boat, and this is the one that you see at the bottom with my screen, or my speed, not my screen, and you can see the key inputs and speed and all that kind of stuff. So here we go. Look, this is the finished track. I will go into a free cam so you can get a good look at it. I'm thinking the start's going to be where this little white platform is, so that you don't necessarily start on a super long straightaway, and you go straight into the first turn. You go down a little bit of a more straightaway, you come around the back, you know, you do the little loop around, come around again, another straight into the really tight turn right before you come around, and you finish. Now there are some areas that I might tweak later on because they don't look right. Right here is one of them. I don't know how I messed this up. I might need to move everything in one to keep this in line here. It just looks wrong. I don't know what I did. But you're not here to, you know, watch me explain the track. You're here to watch me try the track. All right. Now I'm not saying this is going to be perfect by any means or anything, but there's the boat HUD. You can see it. And there is, you see the camera, how it's fixed. I'm not moving my mouse or anything. So this is all just on the keyboard using WASD. Let's see. Can I talk about anything while I do this? I think I'm going to keep the water like this and not put any walls just for the practice track. I'll have to see what the claims are like when I do go about claiming it later on. But I like having this ice and then another layer of like normal blocks next to it to slow you down before you go off. So there's a little bit of strategy here, so you can use the sides to slow you down before going into turns and stuff. Like, and if you fall off, you're disqualified, right? But it's pretty easy. I mean, it's not entirely like perfect to go around without touching the walls, but I think having the walls is part of the strategy. There we go. All right, that's one lap. I'm gonna open it up to the boat racing club here after I finish this little segment, and I will look into finding a way to make a timer, because, like, you know, for the practice track, we want to have lap times, you know, who's getting fastest and stuff, have a leaderboard. But the issue with that is that we're on a server, and sometimes the tick rate is, let's see, the tick rate is not as consistent. I don't know where to look. It always moves around on me. It's somewhere on here. So, yeah, that would be an issue with, like, having an item timer that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But, yeah, that's not for right now me to figure out. I will add a start and finish line here with white and black, just so people know actually where it is. If you want to come check it out, that's not the right button. The track is located down here by my house, which is just like this way across spawn, next to this big green base. Oh, and if you do decide to come build near here, try not to build in this area down here, because I will just remove it, since I am, you know, I can just move stuff around. But if you want to build a track, feel free. Join the club, build a track, post the coordinates, and I'll come drive on it. Not drive on it, I'll come boat on it. And if we get enough people interested, we can have a little race and have a bunch of prizes if we, like, you know, first place, second place, third place over the course of multiple races with points and stuff. I'm gonna see if a timer system is possible. Oh, wait, let me show you this first before I go as well. I got a mailbox. I'm not entirely sure how it works, because I don't know. This is Okay, let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning. When the mail system is done, you'll see a book with more detailed instructions on how to use the mailbox. Oh, okay. Just try to understand from the signs. If you have any technical issues with the mailbox, okay. So I had 2 pieces of mail. Who else? Major's Theory and Crab's Special Balls, I guess. Those were included in here. They were like letters, I guess. I don't know how it works. Like if I put this, oh, I had to put it in a shulker box and then put the stamp in. This is the stamp, right? Anyway, I know that the big Hermitcraft server has those on their server, so that's probably where Mythical Builder got the inspiration for this from. It looks very similar as well. It's pretty cool. We're using the void chests that were added last time. Nothing too special. I wanted to do some building this episode, but I'm all builded out. I'm working on that. The ice comes from the ice plains over there. Not too crazy or anything. Now, I did figure something out. This doesn't look like much concrete, but this is so much. It was about 9 stacks of each color, which I was not expecting at all. And so for our big track, we're gonna have to set up auto concrete farms. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but that's going to be a huge project before we can really get started on that, as well as ice. We need ice. I don't know how we're going to get a lot of ice, but we need it somehow. All right, let me go see if I can tinker something out and find a timer system that will work with this. Okay, little gremlins, it's time for a lesson in redstone. Here we go. Now, I have created the almost perfect timer. That's the reset button. Don't worry about that. So we have our tripwire. This is the starting line-ish, I guess. As soon as you cross this line, your timer starts. So if we check the display board, 0. Don't worry about any of this. I'll get to that later. And as soon as we go across, we're racing. We're running around. We're racing. 3 seconds in. This is a 1-second timer. If you look at the top 7, 8, 9, 10. Pretty accurate. Actually, very accurate with the timings and stuff. And then over here, the display board. This is the not accurate part because this doesn't update every second like I would like it to. But what is that? 23 seconds. Now, let's say we stop the race. And then we go, okay, we stopped. We come over to our time. We see 28 blocks, so 28 seconds to do the race. And then you write down your time, you put it on the leaderboard or display board, you know, whatever it is that we're doing. And then before you start your next race, you hit the reset button, so it resets the timer when it updates. Yep, it's at 0, and then you can go for another race. Look at that. That's pretty cool. All right, we don't need it to go for very long that time. Oh, did I go through it twice? No. Okay. Reset down to 0. All right, let me show you how this works. So first of all, we have this system here. This is the first of, I think, like 3 little mechanic things. So you walk across the wire and the observer detects you walking across the wire initially, but it doesn't pick up the wire coming back up. That's because there's a sticky piston under here at the block, so that it only gets the 1 tick impulse to flip this switch, which starts the timer. I tried to keep no tick delays. There's 1 tick delay between all of this, which I don't think I could help. Just for a source of reliability in terms of getting the tick as fast as possible across to this. Now this is a T flip-flop, or what else is it called in digital logic? I don't remember. T flip-flop. You send it an impulse, it goes into the off or on state. You send it another impulse, it goes to the off state. So that is used for the pausing mechanic. So when you initially send it an impulse, it turns the timer, the pause side off, so that this is counting. But you see how this is here? Once this comes across, the pause state comes on, pausing this right when it comes on. Now this one has to be 2 tick delayed, so hopefully it doesn't mess up the timings, but you know. The only issue is if you try to go back in without pressing the button to reset it, your time just gets added to the last one, but that's not really my problem. Anyway, now if we get over here to the timer, it's just blocks going in on a certain set of ticks going into the chest getting output of the smart observer, you know the rest. Now hopefully this is extremely accurate because I have not tested this with a boat. I've been running through this the entire time. So we will test with a boat here real quick, and yeah, we'll just go right through 0. We're off. We're looking for that left light. You see the leftmost light to turn on when we go through. So we go through and just the leftmost light. Yep. Now our board should be timing to 7. Yep. It's about every 5 seconds that it updates. Quite odd. Well, let's say we're coming around the track. We're making our way around and we come to finish really fast across the finish line. We get the input and our final score was a 20. So yeah, I think it works. I'm going to implement it, design it on the server and test it, because that's the big thing. This is all based off of tick speed, and if the tick speed isn't accurate, people are gonna have faster times when nobody's on. That's not really something I can help. So I guess try to get your runs in when there's less people to have less lag. Okay, let's get everything together and build this really fast. All right, before I show you the final product of the video, I want to show you something that's developed since I started building, and I think this is the funniest thing I have ever seen. Is it in here? Yes, there's another one. There's a different sign up. Stop inflation, remove creative vendors. Okay, since, you know, it's the end of the video and I'm kind of baiting this out, let me show you where the creative vendors are. If we come over here, let me turn the chat off. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Oh, speed run. Okay. If we come over here, and there are these creative vendors that you can buy stuff from, right? And I set these up at the very beginning thinking people would want them because there's a bunch of items like food that you can buy for cheap so you can eat, right? But now that there's a whole economy and stuff, there's oh, what I just pressed. There's gambling here, fancy furnishings. Well, you need a building first and all this stuff. There has been propaganda. I know I've said it before and earlier, but this is so funny to me that people set this up because they're against the creative vendors. Okay, one more time. They made a whole graphic and everything. This is awesome. Okay, anyway, we're not here for that. You're here to see the racetrack. Now, while I get into this, I just want to say that on this Saturday at my usual streaming time, 3 p.m. EST, I will be hosting a boat club exclusive, racing boat club exclusive time trial like event, and we'll have a little bracket or we'll have a little lineup and we'll do some time trials just to get a feel of what people, you know, if this is something that people enjoy. And if it is, then you can set up your own race. And if you come over here, this is the leaderboard so far. This is just the rules. Enter your time like this. So we're going to do a run here. You put your name, colon, and then your time. All right. Now you can go when this is on 0. So to get that to 0, you press the button. You got to wait 5 seconds for the thing to cycle. It's on 0. And you can place your boat down. Now you can get as close to the line as you want, but as soon as you cross that line, your time starts. So I'm gonna go like that. That looks close. Now here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we're off. We're off on our lap. We'll see how fast we can do this in, and then we'll set our time up for other people to play against. I haven't figured out if the lag makes the time like really short because it has less time to process, or if you're lagging in your boat as well, so it kind of cancels out. Oh man, I am selling right now. I gotta focus. Like this is something else. I know it doesn't look decorated, but right now I couldn't really be asked to decorate my home track. Well, this is my home test track. My home track will be the whole Miami F1 replicated track, which is, it's a lot longer than this 20-30 second long track. Okay, let's see. Oh man, get off the side. Okay, and then you stop, you grab your boat so it doesn't collide with the next person, and you get off the track without pressing the tripwire because you will restart it, and we got a 29. So we enter 29. It's not as accurate as I would like it to be, but it's got something. So let's say that your mom comes through here, and your mom is really fat, and she does 45 seconds like that. So there's that. Place to put boats if you want, and then when you're about to go again, you reset the timer and you wait for it to hit 0, and then you're ready to go again. Yeah, I think that sums it up, and I know the perfect spot to end this video on. This is just there couldn't even be a better spot than this to end, right in front of the propaganda. Let me take my ugly goggles off. Okay, thank you everyone for watching this random boat race video, the beginning of it at least. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it's something that you want to see more of in the future. And if you want to build your own tracks or try out mine, this Saturday, 3 p.m. EST, that's when the event is happening. But you can always go check it out early. And please don't break any of the blocks in there because it's not claimed. I know I need to claim it, but like I don't really want to right now. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.